welcome to the Southern California Prep Insider San Diego Football Podcast. Tommy Morris, Christian Pedersen, Noah Vaccini here at Lincoln High School. Welcome to Lincoln, guys.
It's good to be back, man. It's good. It's always fun to come to the Hive, especially when they're alive after a big win. Something about blanking the LA City section. Oops.
No
Sorry about it, LA.
And this is a team, Noah, you've been talking about them a lot this year, about how you were excited to see them, and now we're about midway
This
through
was
the
our
year.
first top recruit, Kenyon Sims.
That's true. That's
Dude
very
literally
true.
leaps over people.
Go ahead and check that out online. Go to our YouTube page, see it. Great interview. We got to start with normal business. Top 10s, game balls, predictions, some interviews, that kind of
It's
stuff.
kind of a different top 10. If you had said that this top 10 was even in the realm of possibility before the season, I'd have smacked you. I'd have just backhand smacked you.
Well, I'm going to take a little bit step this way then as I read the top 10. Before we get to the 10, others receiving votes, Christian High School and Lincoln High School, we are right now.
Hey, first time for Christian.
First time for Christian to be in that other receiving vote, so keep winning, guys. We'll find your way onto that top 10. Starting with number 10, it's Eastlake, 9, Torrey Pines, 8, El Camino, 7, Ramona, 6, the Bishop School, 5, La Costa Canyon, 4, San Marcos, 3, Helix, 2, Madison, and number 1, you'll see them on the TV show on Friday. It's Mission Hills with a very impressive win this week against Oceanside.
Noah, what surprised you the most out of that top 10?
LCC has they got a lot of big wins by
Huge
a
jump
large
up
margin.
this week.
Yeah,
Huge jump.
And last week they beat a very quality opponent in Carlsbad. So
And they beat them
they're
pretty soundly. A 2-touchdown win over
And,
Carlsbad.
they're at where they're supposed to be. They've earned their spot in the top 10, and if they keep winning, they'll move up.
The biggest single week jump we've seen out of any team this season. LCC going from a 10 seed to a 5 in 1 week. But that's sort of a cumulative, when you look back on it now, previous wins, you kind of go, oh wow.
Makes sense.
That was not a one-off win.
Yeah.
That wasn't just a big week they had. That's actually what this team really is.
And it was kind of a wonky week last week, too. A lot of teams losing that we didn't expect them to lose.
El Camino, Torrey Pines are messing us up right now because they're having these ups and downs, and strength of schedule is one thing. Ramona being back is awesome. They're here to stay, I think. They're going to start running through league opponents now. Eastlake, the question I think is going to be is will they be the best South Bay team? Can they hold on to that 10 spot or higher for the rest of the year? I'd love to see those guys go wire to wire.
Yeah, Eastlake definitely representing South San Diego right now. I hope that they keep having success, and we'll see how they represent against more North County.
And Noah, I'll give you credit, too, because you were the first one to talk about Eastlake, and we weren't paying attention yet. You were the first one to figure it out.
I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say this right now, top 5, I don't see changing between now and the end of the season. I really just think that we are such an inseparable logjam of talent up there that, barring some sort of major upset, I don't see any change there. So I think it's now the battle for 6th through 10th.
So if you're 6 through 10 or below that, hey, you know what to do. Shock the world. Do what you got to do.
All right, guys, should we get our game balls?
Let's talk some game balls, man.
Would you like to go first, Christian?
Yeah, I'll absolutely go first. Big shout out, game ball, first one to Santana. Josh Odewalt and company, 50-43 over Vincent Memorial. I was kind of hoping for some free tacos when they hit that 100-point mark between everybody, but you always got to give some props to an offense for a big shootout win like that, because you can get to 35 and be happy with, hey, we scored a bunch, we just didn't win one. But to keep going, punch in touchdowns late in the game, big game ball. Other one for a late score, Mater Dei. You snaked my Vikings. Kick that field goal there at the end to win it. That's a big win for Joyner and company. They've taken a couple tough losses early in the season. They're bouncing back now. They're getting things on the right path. Talk about on the right path, though. My next game ball goes out to San Diego. Shutout win over Holtville. Always a little hard scouting the teams that are coming from way out, but ball don't lie. A shutout 40-point win. That's a shutout 40-point win. Even if you do that, yeah, that's a statement. That's saying that San Diego, the 2000 to 2010 era of them kind of being the doormat for the city conferences and sort of a forgotten school, it's gone. It's over. San Diego, they are on a great trajectory, and it wouldn't surprise me if this year maybe a quarter or semifinalist team, and if the next 3 years they're rattling off a CIF title. So I think we're on the path to something there. Also, Claremont, shutout win. Shout out to Michael Acevedo and company there. You gotta love defense like that. And little sub shutout, or little post extra game ball to Hilltop. finally getting a W after a couple of rough weeks playing some D1 talent?
I want to start off with Carson Lippert from LCC. Talk about how LCC's a really good football team. Now they've worked their way up the ladder. Well, Carson Lippert's a big reason for that. 300 plus yards, an 85-yard touchdown, and a 95-yard touchdown. And he did it in track, and now he's doing it in football. What a guy!
Two-sport athletes, baby.
Another one, Chula Vista against Bonita. They were down and they came back late in the game, and for you South Bay guys, that's you know how good of a win that is for Chula Vista from being moved down a league, and now they're facing they're beating top league opponents in the upper league. So
I mean, Chula's an interesting case because they beat Morris earlier this year, and they showed some heart in that comeback win. So maybe they end 6-4, 7-3, not a marquee season. Wouldn't surprise me if they shock some people in the playoffs just with that toughness.
Yeah, look for Chula. They're a well-coached football team, and look for them to be in a lot of games this year as the season goes forward. Marty Sesma from Sweetwater, first game back, 5 touchdowns.
Dude called it on Twitter.
Can we get this guy an RBU?
We might have to, Marty.
Might have to get this
might
guy
have
an
to come
RBU.
down to the South Bay.
Good job, Marty.
And then Malik Moore, Point Loma. The man was running.
Dude, that's tough giving out a game ball to an Olympian loss.
Malik Moore, he was running all over the field on Friday night. Shout out to Malik Moore. He did his thing. RBU.
Yeah, proof that if you're on
guy.
RBU, you have a good week that week.
Hey, all the RBU. Shout out to extra game ball to all the RBU people out there. You
That's
guys
what I'm
have been representing, and much love for you guys.
All right, I will go last. I got Jordan Young from West Hills with a good performance this week, 3 touchdown passes. Brenton Bell, not only him but the whole team. Kearney Brenton had 4 touchdowns this week, but
Kearney's a force of
undefeated,
nature.
and I cannot recall the last time they've been undefeated this late in the season. So Kearney turning things around.
Dude, this has been a year where not just 1 or 2 plot lines, but the whole script has been flipped.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
The county has hit the reset button. We're cruising into a new era of high school football here in San Diego.
And last 2, I got 2 teams to shout out. RBV beating Escondido. Congrats,
That's
guys.
another team that has flipped the switch back to a golden era.
100%. And Steel Canyon with a 1-point win, 14-13 over Otay Ranch.
That was close.
Another good game.
Dude, Steel Canyon might have to get the hard fought award by the end of the season. They come down to a walk-off loss against Granite. They win in the last seconds against Otay. Oof, man, they have to send them some Pepto or something.
Yeah.
To keep those
When you're
stomachs
in those
under
games
control.
like that in the regular season, I'm pretty sure it's gonna really help Steel Canyon, knowing they'll have the experience in the playoffs to pull out those close game wins.
No, hey, honestly, we don't get that many of them. Teams are kind of uneven, but it's great to see a whole bunch of close games. Way more exciting to watch. We got some players to interview.
Yeah, the Hive is getting ready for practice, so we're going to have some of them come out. We're going to have some game picks, maybe another RBU. What effect should we go with to switch? Maybe a little wipe down?
Oh, yeah, wipe down.
Okay, we'll go wipe down. Okay, and we're back. Tommy had to take off to go film a top recruit. He also just got a little intimidated because he doesn't have abs like these. And that's what you have to do to be able to play here at Lincoln. Is that Baby Gap? Where'd you get that from? I'm just kidding. You want to go ahead? Everyone want to introduce yourself? This is part of the core that's been bringing the Hive back this year. We'll start right here.
Keon Sims.
Running back.
Charles Hicks, linebacker.
Trey Kirkland, linebacker.
Yeah, that's kind of scary when you got linebackers that size and a running back capable. We've seen you literally jump over people this year, so that's kind of fun. So guys, big win last week.
Yeah.
Kind of fun taking a trip up to LA, get some work done like that.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What was that adventure like?
It was real fun because that San Diego versus LA hype is always a big game, and we came out and showed them how San Diego does it.
So score 1 for San Diego.
Yeah.
LA can keep the Chargers and their weak Dorsey teams. Yeah, I'll put them on blast. We won that game.
We take a shot.
So, you take us into the hashtag The Hive is Alive, because this is more than just wins and losses. I feel like it's kind of a cultural thing here.
Yeah.
Tell us, like what has it been seeing this program come all the way back to where you guys are now in the conversation for top 10, winning big games, putting up 50 points, shutting people out on the defensive side. What's that adventure been?
It's basically all about practice and how we came together before the season started.
Yeah.
We stuck around together. We hung out a lot over this offseason. So I think the bonding that helped a lot. Getting a lot of chemistry around the team, and the coaches. They really brought us together. So that's what's helping us execute all these wins.
Now, new offensive coordinator for you this year. You and Verlaine clicking a little bit, it seems?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we getting there. Working better. Just trying to run the ball more, pass the ball 50-50. Just
You're trying to get 100 to 0 runs to passes. Maybe that one where they swing you out, give you a little side pass. Okay, so give us just if you've got 30 games to choose from on Friday, why come to Lincoln?
It's a show. We can put on a show. We can show them what Lincoln's about, the odds line.
We always got that intensity. We just got something.
All right, so you guys got something to prove. Some of the other teams in the county, though, got some things to prove. You guys mind doing some game picks with us? Okay. Noah, still in the lead. He went 3 for 4 last week, so he's starting to run away. Run away from this one. First game coming up this week, guys. Claremont. They got a shutout last week against Montgomery. They're traveling to San Diego, who also shut out Holtville. So, starting right here with Noah, who's getting this dub?
I'm gonna go with San Diego. We talked about earlier how San Diego, they're on the come up, they're doing big things, and I feel like they're gonna continue that. Get a win streak going, continue that on Friday.
I'm also gonna go with San Diego. Tommy sent in his picks because he's out filming. He went with San Diego.
San Diego, Thomas Marcus.
Definitely San Diego.
Too much Thomas Marcus to handle.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Claremont just because my.
Okay, we got a soul
All right,
person, so it's
all
not
right.
a clean sweep. I like that. Our next game, we've got Morse at Brawley.
Morris.
That's a long drive, but I didn't even finish the sentence. You got Morse.
My boy Martell.
Martell Irby, he's a special athlete, right? Around San Diego, you don't see too many. You see a lot of great athletes, but he's one that sticks out of the many. And I feel like even though they're going to take a long trip up to Brawley, they're going to get the work done and they're going to get on out. I got Morris.
Yeah, I'd definitely say Morris. I'm not stopping that.
Yeah, more. They got all the components there. They just gotta put it together.
All right, Tommy and I are both going with Brawley. 50-50 out of just the historical record of us picking against Brawley is abysmal. And it wound up with Tommy taking pies in the face out at Brawley last year. But also, guys, Casey Klein, their quarterback, or their tight end outside linebacker, he's a 4-star. He's got offers from Oregon, Arizona. This Brawley team is the epitome of physical, and they're going to give Morris. I think this is going to be like a 14-10. Game's going to last real short because a lot of runs, tight. This is the most toss-up of the week, but
Definitely has.
you got to give it to. I got to go with Brawley. Our next game. No, please.
Oh, so definitely has a game of the week capability. With 2 guys like that impact their team in such a great way. So it's going to be a good game to watch.
If you drive a hybrid or like an electric car, definitely make a trip out there. If not, don't spend the $40 driving out and back. Our next game, Santana at Mar Vista. Santana put up 50 points last week. Mar Vista got an impressive upset in the last couple minutes against University City. Noah.
This is a toss-up for me. I'm gonna go Santana.
I'm gonna go Santana.
I'm also gonna go Santana. Josh Odewalt has been on fire this year, dropping dimes all over the field. They are a pass-heavy team.
I'm gonna have to go with Mar Vista on this one.
Yeah, I gotta agree, Mar Vista.
Tommy also went with Mar Vista. Our final game of the week. Noah, you want to do the introductions on this one, or do you want to steer?
Cathedral versus Olympian.
Cathedral Olympian. Now this is the first time in a couple years where this is not run away. Oh, Cathedral gonna smack some people.
Yeah.
Is this one a toss-up? Is it an upset to say that Olympian wins? Is it an upset if Cathedral wins? Noah, how do you see it?
I see Olympian taking this one in a very close game. 2 wing T teams that they stick to what they know. Cathedral, Sean Pomo, obviously, great player. But I think Olympian, Isaiah Williams, Nico Mendoza, that offense is going to put up points. And then shout out to Rock Gonzalez. Guys, he has Defensive Player of the Year capability, so many sacks. He's one of the most underlooked players in the county. I think he should get a lot more looks. So I got Olympian.
I'll go with Olympian as well. Tommy says Cathedral.
I say Olympian.
I say Cathedral about that.
Olympian.
All right, we're pretty split on that one. That's a great note to end on. As always, tweet us if we're wrong, if we're right, if you want us to stop talking about certain teams or start talking about other teams that we're sleeping on, or if you want us to all go with this look next week. I'll hit the gym, or I'll just paint them on next time. I'll get a nice spray tan right here. Go get it done, guys. Who you got this Friday? We got a bye week. Perfect. You guys are taking it nice and easy today. Gonna go watch some film. And we'll let you guys get out of here. See you guys next week, sports fans.